So a brand new comedy lineup for tomorrow. Thursdays are funny from 9 here on BBC Two. Right now, how Christopher Eccleston went from doctor to hero.
I'm the Invisible Man.
I'm the Invisible Man. I can walk round the corner and disappear forever.
Incredible how you can.
Guess who's back on our TV screens? But this time, instead of travelling through dimensions in space, Christopher Eccleston is firmly back on terra firma, walking the streets of New York. But with the ability of invisibility, Christopher's character Claude is a somewhat reluctant hero.
You stay away from me.
Naomi Mark.
One of the major challenges faced during the production of Heroes was the search for a cast full of new as well as established talent. For the role of the Invisible Man, Heroes creator Tim Kring was keen to choose someone from this side of the Atlantic.
For whatever reason in my mind, I saw this character as British and living in the streets of New York. His main role is as a mentor for Peter, and a reluctant mentor, and a kind of misanthropic character who lived among people but wasn't one of them. So I went to the casting directors with the idea of looking for a British actor, and they said, well, lo and behold, Christopher Eccleston has moved to the United States and is looking to dip his toe into American television. The fact that he happened to have had this genre pedigree only enhanced our desire to cast him, but he was presented to us basically on the basis that he was British and available.
What's happening to me?
Claude's first reaction to discovering that Peter has superpowers is the reaction fantastic, and then turns from camera and walks away.
Fantastic. One of those. One of those. What do you mean, you know someone else like me?
I'd love to say that it was a nod to the Doctor Who reference, but I have a feeling that Christopher may have ad-libbed that line.
Rose, before I go, I just want to tell you you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? So was I.
Christopher Eccleston's character is the first introduction of the Claude character to the show, and it was brilliant working with Christopher, because I knew him from I didn't know him personally, but I knew his work from living in England. It was a real thrill to be working with Doctor Who.
The first time we see the Invisible Man is during Peter Petrelli's dream of New York about to explode.
He just has these quick flashes of New York and the bomb in his hands glowing and him actually physically exploding. And then he drops into a coma for 2 weeks where he's living this nightmare over and over and over again. And when he finally comes out of the coma, to understand that you are what destroys a city and kills millions of people, he's just got to run. He's got to get as far away as he can. But he gets pulled back in pretty quickly when he does bump into Claude.
Nobody can see me!
But the last thing in Heroes that Christopher Eccleston's character needs is a companion dragging their heels behind them.
I can kill you myself right now. Don't bother looking for me. You won't find me here again.
Peter is a character at this time that needs to find somebody to instruct him how to deal with all of this craziness that's happening to him.
Yeah, I need the first flight out of New York into the desert. I don't know. Nevada, maybe?
He's in need of a mentor and stumbles upon this Invisible Man because he happens to be able to see him.
Hey!
You can see me.
What I loved about this idea of if you could be invisible, to be able to be completely a fly on the wall would allow you to see the darker sides of people. The ultimate evolution of that would be that you would evolve into somebody who was disillusioned. And so we've landed on a character who also, for the first time, represents a character who has had these powers for a very long time.
You don't know what you're asking, what you have to go through. You might want to reconsider dying. Hell of a lot easier.
I can handle it.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Christopher comes walking through the door, and he's got the beard, and he's got a tremendous amount of power as a person, which allowed us to write him in a slightly more intimidating way than we had originally conceived the character, which I really liked.
Come on, mate. I'll steal us a cab.
You coming or not?
Peter needs Claude because he needs to figure out how to handle these abilities, not to let them overtake wherever he is, what situation he's in. He needs Claude to show him.
I need to learn how to control this, like you do.
What are you talking about? It can't be controlled.
There has to be some way. If I don't, New York explodes. Okay? I explode.
An exploding man? Where'd you get that idea?
I think Claude is reluctant because he understands the world that Peter's now in, that he's really removed himself from for years.
I found you for a reason. I think you're the one that has to teach me how to stop this.
There's no such thing. No teaching. No Sunday school for the special. What I can do, you can't learn. You wake up in the morning, it's there.
He's kind of Yoda to Skywalker.
I saw you in my dream. Who are you?
Hey, mate, I'm no one. I'm the Invisible Man. I'm Claude Rains. Now get away from me. Forget you ever saw me.
Christopher Eccleston's character, Claude Rains, is named after the actor who played the Invisible Man in 1933. Next time on Heroes, Peter Petrelli learns the hard way that pride goes before a fall.
You are afraid of the world.
You have to listen to me.
And I'm tired of you telling me what I have to do. I don't have to do anything.
Except fly.
You can watch the next episode of Heroes on BBC Three right now. And there's more hero worship with the official radio show. Download the BBC 7 podcast at bbc.co.uk/BBC7. Next tonight on BBC Two, Buzz Cox.